Hitachi finally making their debut on the Tool Review Zone channel. Yes, this is the first time that we've ever had them on the channel thanks to Acme Tool. Yes, Acme Tool sent this over for us to take a look at just for the subscribers. Oh, I know, right? But that being said, we're still going to kick the out of it. We're going to sink screws and lags without pilot holes. We're going to talk about all the specs, the price, everything we like and maybe dislike about it. Let's get it going. (2900 RPM), 1832 inch-pounds of torque, IP56 certification, and pretty damn compact. Now I just took this off the scale without the battery. Get this, 1 pound 15 ounces. Insanely light, extremely comfortable in the hands. With the battery, you're looking at the 3.0. You're only looking at 2 pounds 13 ounces. Insane. But we're not only going to use that, we are going to use the 4AH Metabo, how do you say it? Is it Metabo? It's like Ryobi. Let me know in the comment section how you pronounce it. Either or, the 18/36 volt battery with it. We're going to go straight down through a treated 4x4 with some screws, and then we are going straight lag, ½ inch. This treated 4x4 has seen better days, but we are going to use it and abuse it for one last time. But I'm telling you, the grip on this is really nice. Definitely got a solid build to it, definitely a professional feel to it. And I'm digging that lightness. I will tell you though, the belt clip actually will not work with that larger 4H battery. Alright, real quick, let's take a look at a couple other features, then we will get done. Down on the front panel, you have a light button. You can keep that light on continuously, you can shut it off permanently, or you can adjust it to where you pull the trigger and it lights up. It's got a nice little LED bright light right there on the front. Definitely does a good job lighting up the material while you are working. Now, the one thing that did stand out to me a little bit about this impact driver was this front plastic piece right here where it says triple hammer. I'm not real sure about that. It just feels a little bit too, yep, here's the word, plasticky. With it, just not a fan. Let's move it along. What about the cullet? The only issue I found with the cullet, other than it is really sturdy, is that it doesn't stand out on you. Every time you change a bit, you definitely have to pull that out, place it in, and then do it again. Oh, it is brushless, by the way. Now, a lot of people might not care about the cullet, but it's the finer things in life that make me happy. Let's take a look at the case and the battery charger real quick, then we will use and abuse. I actually really like this case. You got a lot of storage up on top, on that top drawer there. It latches down pretty good. The latches aren't the most heavy duty that I've ever used, but either or, the case works out nicely and it will definitely protect the tool. Now, as for the battery charger, not the fastest that I've ever used, but I definitely like how it's set up. Let me explain. When I first got this, I seen the USB port right on the back, which was a plus. Then I seen this. I said, who is the person that designed this battery charger? I have to put my hand in there and fight it to get that battery out, but not the case. All you got to do is slide it in. It doesn't lock, so that's pretty nice. You just hang it on the wall, do what you need to do. It'll charge it up, but you do not have to push the release levers to take that out. Now, it is time to use and abuse. Let's go to mode 1 first. We're going to drive in a couple of screws. Let's see what it does. And again, no pilot holes. Subscribe. Alright, that was real nice like. Very controlled, no issue putting that in. I didn't feel any skipping on that. Let's do a couple more. Mode 1, not too bad. Let me give you a closer look to that. Alright, let's move it up to mode 2 and see what she does. You know, I also do like how the control panel for the mode selector is on the side, not the bottom. That was pretty quick, faux show. Alright, let's do a couple more on mode 2 here. Yeah, that's pretty quick. Alright, let's zoom it in for you to take a closer look. Alright, we're going to move it up to mode 3, and then once we're done with the mode 3, we will put it on the auto mode. That was nice. Mode 3, pretty quick. Very hot screw. Let's do it again. Now, if you're wondering why I'm using the same hot screw, it's because I'm cheap. Alright, definitely happy with the performance of putting in those screws. Alright, let's do the control mode here, see what it does. So you can see it skips a little bit, it drives it down a little quicker, almost like a drill, and then it continues to impact. Let's try that again. That time a little bit different. You know, I'm used to the impacts on these type of modes to go down pretty quickly and then stop once you hit that material, and this does not do it. So I don't see the difference between this and mode 1, to tell you the truth. Now, it definitely takes those screws out faster, but I'm not really all impressed by this. Alright, let's move it along to what you want to see, the lags, the half-inch lags. They're going straight down a treated 4x4 without any pilot holes. Let's start out on mode 1, see what it does. Alright, a little quicker than I thought it would be on mode 1. Let's move it up to mode 2. Sorry about the autofocus, by the way. Instead of zooming in on the lag, it zoomed in up on my belly. Alright, not bad, not bad. Pulls it out. Now remember, we're using the 3.0, so we're going to bump it up to the 4AH battery and see what it does. Button 2 then, let's go up to the mode 3. That's the highest mode, see what it does. Alright, not bad, but I still think it can be faster, so we're going to switch it up here. We're going to move it to the 4AH battery. But before we do, please don't forget to smash that like button. Helps the channel. Alright, let's pop this bad boy in, and again, I could not get this battery in with the clip on the side, so I had to take that off, and then it slid in no problem. This is the Metabo battery, and you're definitely going to see a difference here. Alright, let's check it out. And FYI, this is mode 1. Alright, definitely telling a difference. Let's bump it up to mode 2. Now, definitely noticing a big difference in power, but I'm also noticing a difference in vibration. And I am not applying any pressure to these lags. I'm letting the tool do the work itself. Let's bump it up to mode 3. Wow, big difference in the 4AH battery. When it comes to the power and the speed, that was pretty impressive indeed. Let's do a closer look on mode 3 for you. And again, definitely noticing more vibration. Alright, let's take her out now. Definitely a lot different than any other impact gun or driver that I felt. It's a little bit more jumpy, you know, when you're on that higher speed with the higher battery. It's a little strange. I don't know if it's because if it's a triple hammer or what, but let's take a heat reading here, and we are getting around 120 to 123 after all those lags, which is fine. That is basically what all of the other impact drivers were coming up as. Alright, so just so you know, we're doing tool duels with this impact driver. We're going to put it up against the Rigid. We're going to put it up against a Ryobi. See how that does? We're going to put it up against the Gen 3 if it is a contender. If it outperforms the Rigid and the Ryobi, we will put it up against the Milwaukee Gen 3. So make sure you get subscribed and hit that bell notification so you don't miss those. Thoughts. As far as it goes with professional grade, yes, absolutely, definitely has the power. I would suggest a larger battery, at least a 4AH. With the 3.0, it was fine, but you could definitely tell a difference. The collet, it does not stay open. You have to open that manually every time you want to change a bit. That was a little bit aggravating. And that piece right there was a little too much plastic for my liking up on the front. I also noticed a little bit of vibration as I got up into the higher settings. Now, with some of the negatives out of the way, here are the positives. It is an extremely light and easy to use impact driver. It feels great in the hand. You barely even notice it's in your hands. And if you're working above your head all the time, this is a perfect impact driver for that. I think the variable speed trigger works on this very well. Now, I know it's older and it's not the most powerful impact driver I've ever used, but it definitely held its own. The speed was there, the power was there, the comfort was there. And other than the small little details that I mentioned, I can't see any reason why I can't recommend this. I think it's a pretty well built impact driver. I also really like how the mode selector is on the side of the unit instead of right in front of the collet where your hands sort of get in the way. So yeah, all in all, it's a pretty nice impact driver. Check it out. I'll put a link in the description below. If you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss the upcoming tool duels with it. Come say hi to us on the Instagram page at Tool Review Zone. And as always, we will be back with more reviews soon.